Hello, everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. How are we doing today? Hope everybody's doing good. I know I am. I'm just give me a second. I'm just finishing up getting ready. I am going to start just a little bit early because I do not have a charger cord for my phone for the camera. So we're going to use that as much as we can until it breaks, and we're just going to hang out tonight. Welcome everybody. Hello, Ryan. Hello, Mrs. Thompson. Hello, Mary. Hello, Patrick. Rad and Brad. Redbeard. Welcome, everybody. Hope everybody's doing good. Sorry. Got stuff in my throat tonight. Hope everybody is doing good. I know I am. We enjoyed our vacation. This is my first time back. I just wanted to stop in. I figured he'd be at work right now. We're just kind of chilling out tonight, so I don't really have anything new because of I was on vacation last week. I didn't go to any Walmart whatsoever. I didn't. We were in Gatlinburg, Tennessee, for a few days. Updates. I'll just get with that for a second. I'll get back with you on that. Judy Thompson's about the vacay. Update. Yes, I have that shown on the post-it note. I have 10 spots left in the break. It is only $16 for two teams, and if you live in Canada, I can ship it to you, but it's gonna cost you an extra $10 for that. So if you're in Canada, I'll have to charge you a little extra because this last one I shipped to Canada for two people, and it ended up costing me like $12 for shipping. It was pretty expensive. So if you are in Canada, actually, I think it shows I have $2 for Canada, but I will have that fixed on the for the next stream. But I do have 10 spots left. It does cost a lot. But yeah, I have 10 spots left. If you are still interested in them, make sure you let me know and also send me that payment. I won't be doing any special holds or anything like that. If you don't, unless we talk about some kind of arrangement on that. But if you want to put a hold on your spot, you will have to pay me up front. The correct prices are on your. Yep. All the prices are correct on the store link. I just updated that right before I went on air. The video, that little poster is the old poster. I'll have an updated one for next week. I've been in such a rush tonight to get things done. I've had to talk to uh my equipment uh vendor today about getting a lapel mic for my local church. And then also I've got other things that I'm involving with him for upcoming shows for my DJ for my wedding reception that I'll be working not this weekend but the next one. I gotta get things done for that. Uh, I also talked to the wife for a brief few moments while she was here before she went out to go spend some time with friends. Got the little one in bed. So on, so on, so on. And speaking of my equipment manager here, the person that provides me with this wonderful lighting that we have on display here, uh, Mr. Terry Hopper, thank you for tuning in. He's got me set up with this wonderful equipment that is on display for these wonderful live streams, and hopefully provide with some great stuff in the future as well. We can only hope. But I do appreciate him letting me use his equipment for my live streams. As for uh, vacay went good. The vacation went good. We had a little bit of troubles on the way down. We ended up having to stop halfway due to a major malfunction on the vehicle. And thank you, Terry, for that. I tried to do my best to keep it pointed at the right product, which is me, and also my playoff teams, the Miami Marlins. So, uh, but yeah, we ended up having to stop halfway. I ended up running over something. I do not know what. It was too dark to tell. It was like in the middle of the night. It actually completely trashed the suspension on the back passenger side of the vehicle. And also, I guess there's some part of the framework that we just got a call today about that. There was some frame damage to it. So we're not going to see that vehicle probably for another 2 weeks. So, also there was a dent on the front passenger side of the fender that we were initially told that was happened, but apparently the insurance company looked into it. Apparently that's a manufacturer problem that happens with all the vehicles. Halfway through some kind of point, somehow I guess once exposed to the elements long enough, uh, it becomes dented in that specific area. So that's a manufacturer thing. So once we get the vehicle back, we are supposed to take it to our dealership. Um, and I guess we're gonna have to talk to them and see what the heck we're gonna do about that. But unfortunately, yeah, we will be out of a vehicle for a couple weeks. We'll figure something out. Until then, where it's just going to be lots and lots of man-hour power onto my vehicle that I drive every day, which is going to be fine because we're actually in the middle of working that one too. That's going into the shop next week for some repairs itself. So we got two vehicles that are going to be repaired on. And so it's gonna be an interesting couple of weeks, especially with my show, not this weekend, but next weekend. We'll have some fun with playing hopscotch and all trying to figure out what we gotta do. But until then, we will be continuing on with our daily life with the best of we can. And frame damage is a bad deal. It does hurt the value of the vehicle. Unfortunately, that's what I've always been told. Frame damage does hurt the vehicle a little bit, which once it's been reported. So it might hurt the value of the vehicle, but vehicles already depreciate after they leave the lot, blah, 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 blah. But we will manage. With that, we're not planning on selling the vehicle anytime soon. Hopefully, only thing we gotta hope is for it not to rust, and also making sure that it gets tended to once it is done. Like my vehicle's got frame damage on it. Safety, yep, safety issues. That's the main thing. The company that's doing the framework will let us know how bad the frame damage is once it's done. Because I know on my vehicle was fixed with the frame, but there is a part on it in the certain part of the front passenger side that the frame itself wasn't completely bent back into place. So there is a actual bend in my front passenger side tire area, which actually wears that area out faster than the front left side tires. So that's like the only major issues that it has with my vehicle. But to the stream, since we are limited on time with the camera feature right here up front, just because I do not have my charger cable with me, I do have Allen and Ginter for sale. As you can see up front, I've got two packages here, two blasters for sale. Only $25 a piece, plus $4 shipping. After the first one, the second one's only going to be $25. That $4 shipping cost will guarantee you that for the rest of this evening on rest of all products that you purchase tonight. And also, we've got an optic blaster, only $24 for that, uh, plus the $4 shipping, unless you've already bought something today with me. So the store is now open. I really don't have much. Again, I do also have these wonderful. I do have repacks though available. They are $3 a piece. Basically, the repacks consist of 5 wax packs cards, five cards from 5 base cards from the newer sets for this year, and also a bunch of cool inserts and also possible changes at autographs, relics, and numbered cards. You get it's basically $9 in value, which you only pay $3 for, plus the $4 in shipping. So it's worth it. You get your money's worth out of these repacks. So if you are interested in them, let me know. I know I've pulled some good stuff from these. I've got what 3 left in stock right now. I need to work on getting some new ones packed up, since I've got some brand new. I should be receiving some new product in the mail within the week. So you should get Cash App. Cash App, I will look into that. I've heard a lot of people use Cash App or Venmo. Venmo, I believe that's how you say it. I'm not up to the lingo on that one. I've always dealt with PayPal. PayPal does good with me. I've never had any issues with them. Cash App, I do not know much other than I've heard a couple of uh, problems with transactions going wrong, and whenever you contact them, they seem to have problems helping you. I've heard that, but other than that, I don't know much about the Cash App. And then also, I don't. If you're gonna be like want to deal with eBay, I don't deal with eBay. I've heard that before. I've had a couple of people ask to put my product on eBay for sale, which I won't do, just because of the money they take out. It ain't worth it. Basically, all the money that I would get from it would go directly to them instead. So I'm not doing eBay either. Okay, Mary, I will keep that in mind. I'll take a look into it, like I said, and next week, uh, if I choose to, I will have that available. But right now, my only option is PayPal tonight for you. And then also, I was looking into making my own web store. That'll be another good way for people to buy into stuff. I've heard a lot of people ask about a storefront. That'll be in something in the future. It's right now with everything going on, with how many people been viewing my streams, I'm in that leeway where I could actually potentially get into that market, but it's still early to tell. I won't know more until my next break. I was thinking about building a store after the next break, after the October break, which is my update series. So I can see some rookie cards. Some rookie cards. Can I see some rookie cards you have? Rookie cards I have. Yeah, sure, Mary. I can show you some rookie cards. I've got some stuff off to the side here. Yes, Judy. I was going to contact you about that if we can make an arrangement on you send me up with a store. I know it's be pretty easy for me to handle, but we can talk about that. Um, about getting a setup for rookies for a storefront. I would appreciate that. So rookies, I've got a few here right in front of me. Most of my stuff is in piles right now just because I'm doing a transition over to repacks. Um, that seems to be something a lot I would like to do is like rookies. Is Wow. It's repacks. So on my Patreon, if you have not joined in on the Patreon, that's another thing I was going to talk about. It is the new month. And so this is going to be the first month that my Patreon patrons are active. So right there, if you click that link to the page, it'll take you right to it. I have 3 different tiers available. The first one is the regular tier, which supports me in my stream and making new content, helping me make new videos, which I'll be doing more of hopefully in the next month. Also, it allows you to get into a special exclusive giveaways which I will host once a month, which I will do at the end of this month of the giveaway. I still have not decided what the giveaway is. That is only $3.50. The next one is the uh, Packers patron, the Breakers R Us Packers group. Basically, you get an exclusive uh, repack in the mail once a month, along with that entry into the giveaway, which will be hosted at the end of every month. And yes, Mrs. Judy Thompson is a proud patron for this channel. So I want to take a moment and thank her and her husband, Jay Thompson. Thank you for being a loyal patron and also a wonderful supporter to this channel. I appreciate them every single week that they are on. I know me and Jay pretty much talk on almost a daily basis, and I appreciate talking to him. We just chat back and forth and brag about our teams on a daily basis, which right now is on the mound of rivalry because with him being a Cubs fan, me being a Marlins fan, it's kind of competitive at this moment. And then also, I would like to thank my other patrons. Cardinals fan. He's part of the secondary group, the Packers group, which he will receive a special repack in the mail towards the middle to the end of this month. He'll get an exclusive one. And then also my last one, which is $13.50, gets you a repack plus a pack from a recent set in the mail, plus also a entry into the exclusive giveaway. Nice, those are nice rookies. I've got some of them right here next to me. I'll show you them. Other than that, the rest of them are probably put into the repacks. A lot of my big money rookies go into those repacks. So here's some that I have right now that are sitting out. I've got a Yordan Alvarez rated rookie refractor from Donruss Optics. So it's not a refractor, it's just part of it. Also, we've got an Anthony K. Yellow Border optic. Wander Franco Bowman here. Eisen Diaz and a Yordan Alvarez tops now. Those are what I have for available, and that's in front of me. rest of them are in these wonderful repacks. Go Cubbies! Ha! And it's sad that today's game got canceled. I was actually really looking forward to that today. I was gonna sit down and watch that game because it's gonna be a good matchup. But unfortunately, it's gonna go into a doubleheader tomorrow, which is not gonna be. I don't know of how well that's gonna be, especially with the new rules for doubleheaders this year, with them going only 7 innings instead of the full 9. So we'll see how that works out. With Sixto on the mound versus Yu Darvish. Also, check out what I have for sale if you have not done so. I've got my break of update series, which is $16 to enter, which is included in with the shipping. And then if you live outside of the country, it's little extra money for that. Yeah, I believe Saturday or Sunday. It's one of the 2 days this weekend. Judy. They announced it would be done this weekend. You got an Eisen DS yellow rookie and 3 Yamamoto rookies. That's awesome. I like Yamamoto. I actually have quite a few autos of his. I should be receiving more stuff of his in the next coming week or so. But here's what I have for rookies from my personal PC collection. A lot of you see them on my streams throughout the past few months. I've got this Yamamoto Topps Finest auto, a Eisen DS dual patch relic here, numbered out of 99 from, I believe that's Donruss or Panini. Oh, Diamond Kings, Panini Diamond Kings. We got a Miguel Cabrera Topps Medallion throwback here with his 2000 rookie card. Hey, Sam! Sports Shop, welcome! I haven't seen you in quite a while. How are we doing today? And then also we've got a Topps Tier 1, Jordan Yamamoto out of 299. And lastly, my pride and joy from this year, my JJ Bleday rookie auto out of Bowman Chrome. It's out of original Bowman blue refractor here, numbered out of 150. So those are my PC autos and relics that I have here for my own personal collection. And I've got some other cool things that I've received and bought. I would appreciate that, Mary. Just hit me up with that. If your mom lets you, just get a hold of me. I'm sure we can come out with something. I do not. I mean, I do take uh stuff like that, but I would like to do some. I usually like to do stuff in return. For you guys, whenever it comes to that, I know if you were in my recent break of Bowman Chrome, you guys received a whole bunch of cool inserts and base cards from those teams that you purchased into. Since Bowman Chrome is a small set from the hobby box, and buying into that, I just send stuff off. When is your next sale? Right now. Right now is a sale. I have a sale right now. I've got a Topps Allen Ginter blasters here, and also an optic blaster. You can go to the store right there. But if you are looking for singles, I know you're a singles person, Sam's. I actually don't do singles much anymore. I have switched over to a repack stuff. So all those wonderful singles that you see, all those singles that you have, they have been pushed into repacks. So you get kind of a bunch of awesome, cool inserts and all that kind of stuff in it. And also, whenever you buy into my breaks, I usually send extra stuff with it, just to make up the value of what you buy. And also, congrats, Sam's, on 181 subscribers. But if you are looking for singles cards, you're just gonna have to send message me on who you PC, and I can try to dig up stuff. I guess you take care, Sam's. You have yourself a good one. So yeah, I guess a lot of people still buy. I guess a lot of people do buy singles. I figured selling singles is a little bit on the long side. So if you are interested in singles, let me know on who you PC. I'll put those off to the side for you and let you know, and and then I'll message you or whatever, email you to let you know, hey, I just received the single. If you're interested, hit me up. But from what I understand, selling $1, $2 cards and then you guys spending $4 on shipping doesn't cost. It's just a lot of hassle on sending. All right, so I will write that down, Mary. Since you PC that, what I do with the singles market, I usually I'll just do that, so that way we are not spending unnecessary cash flow on shipping to you guys, unless it's needed. And also save time on whenever it comes to breaks and all that. Just give me a second. Let me go get a pen. I know. Oh, okay. Welcome, Cardinals fan. How are we doing today? Okay, so you're Lamar Jackson. Okay, I gotcha. I got you, Lamar. I know who you are. Gleyber Torres, David Fletcher. I actually don't know who David Fletcher is. I'm trying to think of what team does he play for. I've never heard of him. Aaron Judge, I know who he is. I actually just traded for him on my baseball game on my fantasy franchise team. Pete Alonso. And Ronald Acuna. All right. All right. I'll keep that in mind, Lamar. All right. I'll put that there for you. He plays for the Angels. That's why I don't pay attention to the Angels other than Mike Trout play. Buying Jay and Alan Ginter. Okay, let me wait for that payment. And then we can get started on some Alan Ginter product. As soon as I figure out... not now. Up, got it. All right, so we've got some action for you tonight. We have Jay Thompson for his Allen Ginter box, thanks to Judy Thompson. Yeah. Basis. If I do basis prices, basis on regular baseball cards, I sell them for let's see here. I usually sell them for like 35 cents a piece to 50 cents. I'll wait for him then. I'll wait for him to tune in. So singles prices, base cards, 35 cents a base, unless they are a star rookies, actually rookies, and star players, 50 cents a piece. Star rookies, base cards, 75 cents, unless marked $1. Inserts, $1 piece. Star rookies, $1.25. So I'll make sure I'll get that sent out on prices. That's how I usually do my base prices. Usually from the bottom to the top it depends on the prices of the stars, but regular basis it's usually 35 cents a base, and then regular inserts are $1 a piece, unless marked. So there's like a bunch of variables. That's just how baseball cards work. Let me take a look on what I have. I know I've seen a couple of Pete Alonso's laying around in my piles. I know I've got a few of them. Um Usually 25. I mean, I'll think about it, but I know a lot of the time for online shipping, for shipping stuff, I gotta at least get a little bit back for it, but I'll think about it. We'll see what I can come up with. Just email me with a list of cards that you want, and I'll take a look at my collection, and then I'll send you a price with everything that I have. And then if you want it, we'll do that. If not, we'll figure out something. All right, Lamar, I appreciate that. Jay Thompson is in the house. So let's get started on this break. All right. Good luck, Jay Thompson. Hope you get something good here. All right. Don't need it. People never need those boxes. All right. Good luck, sir. Actually, I probably need it for the trash. Oh well. I'll figure out something. So we'll start off with a Martinez, a JD Martinez. For some reason, I was thinking Pedro, but that's definitely not Pedro. David Price. We got an Austin Riley. Our mini insert here is of Tim Lincecum. We got a debut to remember Steven Strasburg. And lastly, a Reggie Jackson. Nice. Some decent cards there. Yes, good luck, sir. Need a Lubob? Yeah, we all could use some Lubobs. I'm not much of a Lubob opener, but there is a Mark McGwire, an athletics uniform. Anthony Rendon. I think that's Bob Feller, if I remember correctly. Yep, Bob Feller. In your mini insert, mini here is Justin Siegel. Don't know really much about him. Your building insert here is of Taipai 101. Where's that at? Where is that? It doesn't tell you where it's located at. Doesn't say where it's from. Welcome, Michael Heath. And lastly, we got a Mike Clevenger. Yep, Reggie. How are we doing today, Michael Heath? Oh, really? That's awesome. It's always interesting to hear stories like that. I know it doesn't really, I actually went to I was actually not really in school with him, but I went to a similar school close to Chad Green of the New York Yankees. He is the relief pitcher for the New York Yankees. Got a David Wright, Yaz Trzminski, Carl, Jack Morris. Why did I say Roger? That was Roger Maris. This is Jack Morris, Hall of Famer. We got a Aparicio. I believe that is Luis. Yep. Taipei. Okay. There you go. Thank you for the auto correction, Terry. Taipei. Good till I just seen another mouse. Oh, yeah, mice are gonna be a big thing this winter, so better get your snakes out. Snakes and cats. Let's see, you got a dog from down on the farm. Got a little lassie here. Nice little insert on the farm. We got Gregory Polanco. Nice. Brady Anderson. Okay. Okay, Taipei is the capital of Taiwan. That makes sense. Hence the name. So it's in Taiwan. All right, we got George Springer here. Aaron Nola. Got Clayton Kershaw. And right behind it, a mini of Clayton Kershaw. We got ourselves our insert here. Field Generals, Yasmani Grandal. Probably one of the best catchers in the game right now. Andrew Benintendi is the last card. Yeah, I like Grandal. I've been having him on my franchise team for pretty much all 4 years. And each time I'm thinking about getting rid of him to replace him with somebody else, I just can't seem to want to get rid of him. We got a John Smoltz here. Lou Gehrig. Rizzuto. Phil, never heard of him, honestly. Our mini here is a anemone. Anemone. I know a lot of people have problems saying that name, but it's a anemone. And then our insert is a long ball lore of Jim Thome. Good old Jim Thome. And then Max Kepler. Why do I say Brad? Love the Field General cards. Big catcher fan, was in high school and also for beer league. Softball, yep. Well, of course, you got to hide the beer in the glove somehow. Who needs to catch the ball in softball whenever you can just hold your Jack Daniels or whatever kind of drink you have in that big giant glove. The sea anemone cards are hard to get. Nice. So that's definitely going to be sleeved up. We got ourselves a Cody Bellinger, Trevor Story, Lucas Giolito, or Giolito, however you all pronounce it. We've got a insert here. Our mini insert is 9 ways to first catcher's interference. So I guess they made a little series here of ways to get to first. I guess catcher interference is one. So that's probably another one that's kind of hard to get. LOL, not a drinker. And then our insert is the debut to remember, Shohei Ohtani. Shohei Ohtani. And speaking of Gleyber Torres, there's one right there. Done that. What when I was playing against Lisa Loeb, actually. Welcome back, Sam Sports Shop. Got Tom Glavine here. Is that Joe Torre? Yep, Joe Torre. I'm guessing Brady Anderson. Nope, Sparky. That's Sparky Anderson. Catcher's interference. Nice. Got ourselves a nice insert here. Look at that. Gavin Lux. Beautiful right there. We've got also our insert here is a building of 432 Park Avenue. All right, I'll send the Torres to Lamar. And then we got a Johnny Bananas. Johnny Bananas. Yep, I already got it. All right, and your last pack, we're looking for Lou Bobs here. Lou Bobs. We got a Jose Altuve. Get the trash cans out. Oh, there you go, Jay. And Andre Dawson in the Cubs outfit. Wonderful card. Also a former Marlin himself. He was a Marlin at one point during the induction at the very beginning of time for the Marlins. We got a Randy Alomar. Roberto, why Randy? Alberto Alomar. Can't even say people's names tonight. We also, our insert here is where the monsters live, the ocean. Let me get a closer look on that. Got a squid in there. Squid or octopus. Looks like an octopus with a lady in it. Something feels weird about it. There's like some glue on it. Thank you, Sam, for that. If you are new to the channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button. I appreciate that. We got, and then our insert here is a Digging Deep Jade. And lastly, a Ketel Marte. So, no, unfortunately, no big cards in there other than the Gavin Lux insert and the Sea Anemone. Black border? Oh, I guess it is a black border. Then so those So those are your big hits there. I'll make sure they get sleeved up. I don't have like any of the mini sleeves, but I'll make sure they get put it into the sleeves. Yeah, I've got a couple short prints. Check the back of the small cards. Okay. Yeah, I mean, the back of the cards, I don't really. 113. Okay, I see them. 194, 195. There's 196. So also the 9 ways is also a short print. Yeah. No different backs. Yeah, so that's what the back of this one looks like. The sea anemone. Anemone. So basically the ones that have like the borders and all that. Yeah, this is an Allen Ginter back. Like here's what the normal one looks like. You got 2 short prints out of this. 2 short prints and a block border. And then also a Gavin Lux rookie. So you got good hits on the minis, but not really on anything else. Johnny Bananas. All right, I'm actually almost battery just hit at 5% on my camera. So that's pretty much it on the camera. So store is closed now, unfortunately, due to camera restrictions, because I don't have my cord on me. No problem, Mrs. Judy. Always glad to get product for you guys, and I appreciate you buying into this. Good, Jay. I'm glad you are happy with the box. The stream is, I mean, it doesn't have to be over. I can stay on with you guys and just chit chat, but for opening product, it is. I unfortunately don't have much room left on my my battery's about dead on the phone, and we are down a cord in the house. My wife's got the other one. Unfortunately, I need to invest in another uh, cell phone cord dedicated for this. But no, the stream is not over. Just kind of nothing to sell just because I won't be able to show it to you. No giveaways tonight, unfortunately. Thank you, Sam Sports Shop. Yes, and I appreciate that. Marlins did make it into the playoffs. 17 years of a drought. A 17-year drought has been uplifted, and me waiting, what was it now? 2008, so almost 12 years. 12 years of being ridiculed and downed, saying, asking me, why am I a Marlins fan? Yep, the Glaber is aside. That it was due to a rain delay. I guess it rained earlier last night, and the grass got really wet, and so they canceled it. Uh, they just couldn't. They didn't. I guess somehow it got rain on the field after. I don't know what the heck happened. Honestly, that was just weird to see the rain, a rain delay. Yep, Jay. Yep, Steve Bartman signed his death waiver. Yep. 17 years, and I waited 12 of those years for the Marlins to make it. Whenever I live 2 hours to now 18 minutes from Busch Stadium. So I could have been a Cardinals fan my entire life, but no, I decided to be a Marlins fan. So just think about that, guys. I could be a Cardinals fan, but no, I'm a Marlins fan. This is why I decided to pick up watch baseball again this year, just to be full-fledged into it for my fans of being a Marlin, for my Marlin team. And the Juan Pierre tried to rap, then even Juan Pierre tried to rap, yeah. Oh gosh, those were interesting times. But I mean, we've got some good comparisons for previous Marlins players in this year's roster. I mean, you got John Birdie, who's who's like reminds me of Juan Pierre, of his quick speediness and young self, and then also with Sixto Sanchez. And then with Sixto, a lot of people compare him to former Red Sox pitcher Pedro Martinez. Even I watched an interview with Pedro of him talking about Sixto Sanchez on how nasty he's going to be, because he also reminds of himself, but like a lot nastier pitches. So with those two, and then with the rest of the crew of Brian Anderson, we got Miggy Rojas, you got those two as the veterans, you got Sandy Alcantara. Oh yeah. What Marlins can make it next season. I can guarantee you that they'll be a lot better next year. No, comparisons aren't always a good thing. No, because I remember when Dan Ugla was with the Marlins, they compared him to Ryan Sandberg. I don't know why. His bat was good, but he wasn't one of the greatest defensive players. So there was like a lot of comparisons between him and Ryan Sandberg. Where did I put those? I'm missing some. I should have some team bags somewhere around here. But yeah, Marlins making the playoffs is a sure end next year. I don't even if they go back to the old format. I think they'll make it next year. Uh, they'll either make the wild card team or the actual winning the division. Because you'll have Sixto in as a full year pitcher. You still got he's still got you also got Alcantara coming back. You've got a majority of the team coming back that actually made a difference this year. That will be coming back next year. And then also you'll have a full year of Eisen Diaz too, so that's gonna be nice. Found some Mike Stanton cards. Was he only Mike Stanton his rookie year? No, he was not. He was Mike Stanton from 2000, whatever his rookie year was. I think it was like 2011 or something like that. 2011, 2012. And then go all the way to like 2015 or 16. Then he became Giancarlo. Who are they going to keep? They might trade players and let them go. Matt Joyce. I can see Matt Joyce not coming back. He's this year he was like the solidified right fielder piece that they needed to fill the team need. That was whenever they was with previous, and then so he could leave because Brinson is finally making some leeway with uh his bat, so he can come back next year and then move Brinson or Sierra to right field to fill that. Hey, Redbeard, how's it going? And phone died. Hang on a second. Let me. Bring this up. And we'll just do a full on since I lost my camera. That was to actually fix the team's problem. Because whenever the new owners bought the team, they they were having financial issues. They were having financial issues when they took over the team because the team was over budget. So whenever the new group came in, they had to get rid of everybody. They had to get rid of a lot of people. They didn't want to get rid of JT Realmuto or Christian Yelich. They actually were wanting to keep them, but they didn't want to stay for a rebuild. They wanted to go somewhere else. That was that issue. They didn't want to get rid of those two. They were actually going to plan on building the team around those two, but they didn't want to stick around. So JT went to the Phillies, and Yelich went to the Brewers. Yeah, yeah. When Loria made that contract, he was doing it out of good faith for the team, but also he knew that he was going to sell the team. You also got to think about that because he made that contract only 2 years prior to him selling the team. And as businessmen, we look at the next what plans for the next 5 years are. They look ahead of a 5-year program time, or sometimes a decade if you are good enough. You can look into 10 years. But usually most business owners look in a aspect of a 5-year outlook and seeing where everything lies. And so Loria probably already knew he was going to sell his team out. So he thought he would do nice, try to do something for the fans to try to push for playoffs and sign that big contract with Stanton because that was the only way he could keep Stanton under a Miami contract was to push the gun. Yes. And also that's the other thing with a contract that big, when he sells the team, those contracts are also involved in the financial discussion. So not only did he do that out of his pocket, he knew whatever management team would buy that would have to deal with that contract. That's the biggest thing to keep in mind whenever you are an owner. Um, Whenever you buy something, you buy all the assets that included Giancarlo Stanton's contract. So whenever the new management team came in, they had to figure out what they had to do to get that budget back into place for them. So selling out Stanton, so they had to get rid of Stanton as fast as possible. That's why Jeter was the best thing to happen for the Marlins because of his ties with the Yankees. Because if he didn't have those ties with the Yankees, they wouldn't have gotten they probably wouldn't have gotten a better deal than they did. To be honest, that's how relationships work. If you don't have that relationship with another team like that, you're not going to get as much out of those deals. Yes, Syndergaard had to have Tommy John. That's what happened. That's the answer to your question, Lamar. He had to have Tommy John surgery. So he had to be out. He's going to be out for all of 2021, which isn't to be expected just because of uh how much of a player, how hard he throws, and everything that has to put pressure onto the arm. And for him to finally have to say, I have to get Tommy John surgery, it was not to be expected. Well, not on the shoulder. The Tommy John's up here in the upper arm. So when he comes back, he won't be throwing as hard as what he used to. He's got to learn to deal with his off speed pitches more or so than ever, which is going to be a hard transition. Lamar is a good pitch. Noah is a good pitcher. I do agree with that. Mets just doesn't know how to prioritize their lineups and all that. They're having a huge issue with figuring out who to get into because they've been stuck in this middle to lower tier group of team building. The same thing as the Detroit Tigers has been dealing with. Other than the Mets budget isn't as tight as the Tigers budget. The Tigers budget is really, really tight because of Miguel Cabrera's contract, which should be up here in the next couple of years, and he'll retire, and that will leave the Tigers to actually make some good moves to finally get out of this rut that they're in. That's the big thing. Yeah. Mets had a bad season. They're just Mets just need they need to figure out how to get back into that mindset. Um but the Mets right now is not the time to be for the NL East to have the Mets. Right now, you are looking at the Marlins and the um. I would say Braves. Braves are just amazing this year. They've been hurting the Marlins this year, so Braves are going to be a good one. Bobby Bo's contract? Ooh, I don't know how long his contract is. I would say he's got another 5 to 10 years on his contract. I don't remember how big of a contract, how long the contract was whenever he did that. But that was the smartest contract he ever that any player has made. Um, I I'm trying to think. The Baltimore Orioles are in the same league as the Yankees, the Rays, the because those two are the biggest teams. I mean, y'all. I mean, it's not that the team will be good. You also have to compare it to the other teams in the division. The Yankees and the Rays have the best teams right now on the AL East. Yeah, the pond. Yeah. So, yeah, that's the other. That's one of the big things that I look at is the team compared to the other teams. The other teams could be very good, uh, especially with the Yankees and the Rays are the top two teams right now. So the Baltimore Orioles, with how it's set up on the AL East, could start seeing eye turns on them in 2022. Yep, management, whoever coaching and management teams also has to be considered in this too, because the management could decide to completely change the team up depending on how much funds they have. Budget's always the biggest contribution to that. So the next you could see with their current rotation and also lineup, you can start seeing eye turns at 22, possibly wild card picks at 24. 2024, 2025 is my guesstimation on Baltimore Orioles if the management team decides to try to push for playoffs. Have a good night, Spain Sam Sports Shop. Thank you for hopping in here. I really do appreciate it. So yeah, 2024, 2025, if they keep on going pushing for playoff berth. But World Series champions, no one, you can never decide. Baseball's the biggest sport on not knowing when, who can win. I mean, football, you can, yeah, can't predict injuries. See, football is usually football and basketball are more easily predictable. Baseball you cannot predict because of how long the games are, how long the season is. That's the biggest contribution there is how long the season is. There's 162 games. Anything can happen in those 162 games. Rain delays, postponement, injuries, management decisions, trade deadline's another big contribution to that. You don't know if your team's what your team can pick up. Marlins did that this year, adding Starlin Marte to the lineup, which was the best move they did this year, picking him up and also moving Sixto to the rotation halfway through the game series. And also, I mean, you gotta just the like halfway season brought brought ups are some ways to handle that. That's why I love franchise mode because every increment of management decision can either affect your team in a good way or not. and everything's unpredictable. Unpredictability is big for baseball. That's why I love baseball. You can do all these statistics on it. You can do Moneyball. You can do all sorts of sabermetrics on it. But at the end of the day, luck is the biggest factor whenever it comes to the playoffs. Luck is just how good you are on the field and just how lucky you can get on finding that ball that is supposed to be breaking down and from a sinker and ends up hanging in the strike zone for them to hit a home run. That's I mean that's what baseball's all about. Um, did anybody have any questions? I want you guys. I mean, for those who are actually tuning in, this is kind of a side note here, trying to break away from baseball for a few minutes. I want to talk about the stream. I want to know your guys' opinion on the stream. I know a lot of you are here to watch me entertain you guys. I want. Usually, I want to do this because this is the new month. We're getting ready to be at the end of the year. I want to know your guys' thoughts on the direction for this channel. A lot of people like singles sales. A lot of people like break sales. A lot of people like different kinds of things. I want to know what you guys think on what we should do for this for the future of this channel. Do you guys want to see more singles? Do you guys want to see more boxes? Do you guys want to see a store open, an actual website, or do you guys want to see the continuance of the um, Google Docs stuff? I want to know your guys' thoughts on this. My Patreon patrons, I would love to hear from you as well, since you guys are my backbone here for the stream. Is you guys contributing to this channel? You guys are the backbone to the channel, and also everybody that buys my product. You guys are the biggest supporters here. Everything that I do is thanks to you guys. I wouldn't be doing this if it wasn't for you guys. I want you guys. I want to hear your thoughts. I want to know what you guys think. I want you guys to give me suggestions. I know Lamar's throwing out a few suggestions here, and I'm taking them with adds to the table. I've got them written down. I've got ideas of my own written down. I'm just trying to adapt and evolve this channel into something more for the upcoming year, because 2021 is going to be different than 2020. We've got newer products coming out. I mean, the channel can only grow. And I want your guys' input on that. We are sitting at 162 subscribers right now. And we did not reach that goal. This goal was for the end of September. That's of reaching 200. We did not reach that goal, but we can try to reach that goal at the end of this month. Only we're at 81% of the way there. It's a process that takes a while. I do my best in joining other streams and promoting myself by talking to people. I sometimes hop on in and do breaks with other channels. I know I've been doing a big amount on Papa J's stream, buying into his breaks and everything, and because I want to contribute to Papa J, I joined his Patreon group because I support him and his channel, and so I love to be a part of his patron, which is my very first patron channel that I've actually ever purchased into. So that's that. And so just let me know what you guys want to see in the future. I know, and I've got some stuff lined up in the next couple years on breaks that I'm doing. I've got stuff lined up for this coming month, which is the update series. I want you guys to know that. I at least want to start doing those kind of breaks once a month. and whatever series is the most popular or whatever I can get my hands on, because I want at least to do one of those once a month because I enjoy those the most. And also, I want your guys' opinion on that. Do you like that option better? Do you like the blasters that I get from the retail right now? I only do those right now because of all the restrictions you guys have and not being able to get to the product in time. But once the product is available again, I do not know if I'll be having them on stream or not. I probably will. Um, but at the same time, I don't want to purchase product that you guys can go to your local Walmart and just buy for yourselves. If you guys don't, and also if I sell them, it would be a lot more pricey. I know, yeah. Pretty much the bottom line is I'll do what I think is best for the channel, but I just want your guys' input on what you like to see. I mean, that's just what it is. It is my channel. I decide what I want to do. I just would like your guys' input. I'm sorry about that rant. It's whatever. Um, I know there's some things I want to change on this channel. I know I've got this Cardinals bobblehead that I'm going to change out because it doesn't match the fact of who my team is. That's just like little nuances. I've got this jersey here that Jay sent me that I want to put it on something, but I can't seem to put it on anything that will fit. I mean, I bought a little action figure here. It's too big. It looks like a freaking dress more than anything. So, yeah, and that's the way I see it. I mean, I grow depending on the way the channel dictates. Yeah. Yeah, I know me and Papa J's have talked about that, that's what happened to his channel. It's how the channel dictated for him was to go into Monday night breaks into what he does now, which seems successful as he just hit 1,000 subscribers, which it is possible in this age to still hit 1,000 subscribers as a uh, baseball card or just a general product. And that's what amazes me is that you can get 1,000 subscribers through by doing this. And that seems to be the end game for all YouTube streamers is to get to 1,000 subscribers so that way they can be monetized. So that way they can make extra money, which is a huge help. Um, but my goal is just to make it to the next stream every single week. Having more set schedule is nice. And that seems to be something that's been lacking of as of late. I've been doing Friday streams, which has been helpful because it kind of avoids Papa J streams a little bit. And also seems to be a popular night. Thursday tonight is a pretty popular night. So I just appreciate everyone hopping in and doing that. Yeah, best way to grow is learn from the mistakes and not repeat them. Yep, that is very much true. And also social media, getting your name out there is another big one. That's another big one that seems to get a lot of people is just promoting yourself and selling yourself. And that's what I've learned from being a DJ is you're not selling you're not selling the product, you are selling yourself. They won't hire you unless you sell yourself. It doesn't matter what product you have, it does not matter what they see, it's who they are dealing with. If you are honest to them, if you are straightforward and treat them with kindness and also generosity, that's what people like. They want you to sell you. Um, I've been talking to Papa J about it. I've sent him a couple messages recently. He hasn't, and he grew rapidly. I think he got his channel going that fast in like a year and a half. If I remember correctly, it took him a year and a half to get to where he's at now. I know there's a couple other people I could talk to, like um Ryan Gambles, he's up there. Uh a few other people that I know that I can talk to. And that was another thing why I decided to do Patreons, because a lot of that seems to be a good way to get more financial stables and all that into doing this. I mean, it's the best way to grow is surround yourself with people, is to know people. If you know people, you can be successful. That's just with any kind of business, really. Is if you know people, it will grow. It's who you know, and is get to know your target audience. And there's a bunch of other things that contribute to it as well. Um, it seems like I've noticed some other things. I just not really talk about them here on stream. It's more something of a personal decisions. Okay, thank you, Jay. I guess I'm just gonna call it for a night. I gotta get my phone on the charger, so that way I can be available for my wife whenever she gets home, because she should be home probably in the next hour or two. So that way we can start our wonderful luxury of carpooling to work every single day till we get our vehicle back. So I just want to thank you all one last time for tuning in. I appreciate all of you and what you do for me and tuning into my channel. If you have not done so, make sure you hit that like button. That helps out tremendously. But also, if you are not a subscriber, hit that subscription button. I really do appreciate that. That goes a long way. Also, if you have friends that watch streams and would they don't know about my channel, just throw that out there to them. Kind of let them know, be like, hey, check out this person. Check out Breakers or Us. He's got some great stuff. Uh, check him out. And then just and let you all know, I'll try to keep up with a weekly to weekly based schedule. With work changing, I have to find some other ways to get stuff done. I got to figure out. I want to do a weekly show every single week. I want to get back to the weekly stuff. And mainly, this is just like, hey, I am back from vacation. Let's get going. Have a good one. And remember, everyone, let's just keep breaking all